What's up, guys? I want to talk about Neuro Linguistic Programming and how it relates to the Hebrew language. So basically, you are a piece of software. I really want to break it down on a molecular level. Let's say there's a new word you want to learn. We're going to take the Hebrew word for nose, off. Okay, so we got 2 points. 1 point's off. The second point is nose. How do we connect these two ideas? Well, I could use a mnemonic. I could say, I'm going to turn off the light switch with my nose. Now we made a neurological connection. Everything is physical in the universe. And that is basically neurolinguistic programming. In knowledge management, the only efficient way human beings manage knowledge is with the Zettelkasten. Sadly, this has been ignored for most of history until recently in the 2000s with knowledge management programs. Now it's more mainstream. When you put a Zettelkasten on a graph, it mimics or becomes a mirror image of the neurological connections inside your brain. 90% of Earth's alphabets go back to Paleo-Hebrew, which associates actions, pictures, and abstract meanings to each letter. Reports of Hebrew speakers curing themselves of Alzheimer's by reciting the alphabet is not far-fetched when you consider the neurological connections. What we learned from Niklas Luhmann in Linking Your Thinking is that connections are more important than the knowledge itself. So like in Hebrew, the word for king is melech, and it literally means one that rules by speaking. Human beings always structure themselves like a pyramid. You always got the big dog at the top, like in a corporation with its CEO. Almost every single culture has some sort of proverb associating silence to wisdom. Proverb states, a fool that is silent will appear to be wise. Keep in mind that King Solomon was a king, and it was beneficial for him that others would accept his neurolinguistic programming. So that's why you find that. So silence does make you susceptible to NLP. Silence is agreement, as they say. I'm not going to get too crazy down that rabbit hole, but basically, every occupation requires neurolinguistic programming. That's why all the jobs in America are now families. Right, you need a certain degree of neurolinguistic programming to do any kind of routine, like making the bed in the morning or going to the gym or work. So the cool thing is we could be mindful of the NLP we've adopted. We could be mindful of who our NLP serves. I'm just going to end this video with a famous quote. The future will be dominated by those who could learn, unlearn, and relearn. All right, shalom, guys.